Sarah. So,
Chickabee.
this is Jenna, and I am Brittany, and we have a bone to pick with you. First off, I just think you should know that Judas and Jesus, not the same person.
Yeah, Judas is not another word for Jesus. I'm just putting that out there right there. Judas was a guy who, was Jesus' friend and backstabbed him and sold him out to the Romans essentially, and which ended up leading to Jesus being killed.
So, which leads me to my next point, which is your supposed argument that Lady Gaga mentions having sex with Jesus in the song Judas. Let me just say that she does not. At one point she does imply or infer, excuse me, not infer, but it can lead people to infer that she is talking about having sex with Judas because she says, when he comes to me, I am ready. Yes, and it's not even, like, overtly sexual, so I don't understand. First of all, you were confused with who Judas and Jesus are, and they're just two different people. So first of all, you need to get that out of your head. And she doesn't even really talk about sex in the video or in the song. The song is a metaphorical display. It's a metaphor for how
we have the definition right here for you.
Do you know the metaphor?
So you can understand what metaphor
actually
means. A metaphor
is a figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not literally denote in order to suggest a similarity.
Yeah.
This is what this song is doing. This song is dichotomizing Jesus and Judas and showing how she wants to be in love with somebody like Jesus. She wants to be good. She wants to be with someone good. She wants to be with someone that compliments her. But instead, she is torn with this Judas guy.
Yeah, she wants to be with the... Yeah. Sorry.
More so the representation of what Judas stands for. So, ultimately what she's talking about here is the human condition, like the ultimate struggle between good and bad. Because I think everybody has that. And just because you feel like you don't, which is a lie, doesn't make you a better person than her.
Okay, no.
And
let's back up for a second.
Let's back up the truck. Okay. Sex is a sin. I can agree with that to an extent. If you are religious, sex is a sin before marriage, but sex in general is not a sin because sex is how we procreate, it's how we reproduce, it's how we keep the human race, going. So if what you're saying is true to you in your mind, then your parents and your grandparents and everyone you know is going to hell.
We'll tell them hi for you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and you also claim that every other one of Lady Gaga's songs talks about sex. That's not true. Summer Boy, Let Love Down.
Song. That's a really good song. The
Fame, Dance in the Dark, No Floods, Speechless, which, let me tell you, was written about her father, and Disco Heaven. Those are just some of them. I have her discography in my iTunes, so I've listened to every one of her songs that she's ever recorded. So, you're wrong on that, first of all. Burning Crosses and Bad Romance. I just watched a video and I did not see her doing that, and I also did not see her having sex with women, let alone with anyone. Which leads me to my next point about you claiming that she's gay. Just for the record.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you read that? Did you read that?
I think she got it.
Okay.
If not, she could pause the video.
There is a difference between gay and bisexual. In an interview, I think it was, that I saw, because I watched a few interviews on her, she talked about how in the past she did experiment with being bisexual. And if I can stand corrected, if somebody knows the answer, they can tell me, but I know that in the past she has been bisexual, but I do believe that now she considers herself to not be. So, either way, it's like...
She's not gay.
She's not gay. That's just... And if she was, why would it matter?
Yeah.
She's very supportive of gay people, and I think that that's something...
She stands for everybody is.
Yes, which brings me to my next point. She does not worship the devil. She is Italian, which means she is Catholic, and she's very vocal about God and how she is religious. Like, at the VMAs 2 years ago, I think it was, she said, this one's for God and the gays. She is, in my book, she is the perfect example of a religious person, because I went to a Baptist church when I was young religiously every day. Well, not every day, but I went every Wednesday for choir, and we did Bible study, and then I went every Sunday for Bible study, for Bible Sunday school, and then we went to the service, and then later at that night we went back, and so I pretty much know the Bible. And what was my point?
I don't know. I really don't.
Okay, I remember in church, the pastor would always say things like in his sermons, like, don't judge people just because they're in this situation, or they're this kind of person, or like this or like that, and they would always tell us that.
Yeah.
But they were the first people judging people. I remember my pastor kicked somebody out of our church because he had too many tattoos. And second of all, a lot of people who are religious, like, I'd see some people at church, and then 2 hours later down at Subway, they were the same people cussing out the person, the clerk, because they didn't have Dr. Pepper in the soda dispenser. Like, they're just hypocritical. And to me, to bring it back to my point, to me, Lady Gaga is, like, the perfect example of a religious person, because she is very tolerant and supportive of all kinds of people.
Yeah, and she stands by what she says. She's not hypocritical at all.
At all.
And she believes that she's not perfect. She doesn't say that she is at all. She believes that everybody has their flaws, and that God made them the way that they are, and that they shouldn't embrace that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like you're just super...
You're naive.
You're naive, and you're way too emotional with your expressions about things, because especially with this topic, you let it affect you emotionally, and half of the things you said were wrong, and I think that's what is happening to you, is your emotions are overriding your common sense. So I think that if you kind of took a moment to calm down and not cry about everything and say that everyone's going to hell, and just consider the facts, I think that you might change your opinion, because Lady Gaga is a really good person, and I will support her until the day I die.
Yeah, so me too. And if we die, apparently we're going to hell, so...
I will be supporting her in hell while she is shaking it on a flaming stage.
Hell yeah, in her high-ass heels.
That's work. Do work. Alright,
It works, dog.
I don't have anything else to say to you, so...
No. Deuces. And stay quackity.
Yeah, good luck with that.